Hey everybody, welcome to Orange Dog Live. Today we're in North Yorkshire with a singer called Emma Jane. Hi Emma.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. So what have you been listening to lately, music-wise?
Oh, I'm obsessed with Olivia Dean. Obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with the fact that she can take like stuff like jazz and soul and she modernizes it.
Yeah.
So that people who are my age and a bit younger, it's turned into mainstream music and they obsess over it. But it's like this music has been around for a while.
Yeah.
This style has been around for a while. But I'm obsessed with specifically her Let Alone the One You Love, that song. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Oh, Loud. Yeah. That one I love. Yeah. But specifically Olivia Dean. I'm obsessed with her right now.
Fantastic. That's great. That's great. Always nice to hear like new artists as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's like, obviously it takes a while for people to catch on. But when you do get that, like The Man I Need or whatever, that song, when that song went crazy, everybody just started gravitating towards her. And her album Messy, I think it was called, that's what made her really blow up. But I just loved hearing Olivia Dean. Whenever I hear her, I'm just like, oh, I know that song. Like in a supermarket and just
Supermarket music, can't beat it. So can you remember when you were younger, maybe driving in the car with your parents, can you remember a song that the first song that you can ever remember hearing?
Well, obviously there was obviously I didn't know my genre of music style yet, but like when growing up, I always remember hearing Kesha in the car.
Really?
Because my mum, or the musical Chess.
Musical Chess?
Yeah, I don't know whether it is called Chess or not, but hearing from behind the camera, yes. But I always used to hear the musical Chess, and I always used to hear Kesha, Your Love Is My Drug. Yeah. And I'd be screaming that, not knowing what it's called, knowing what the meaning of it is. But I also used to hear a lot of Oasis and The Verve. Which
is that from your dad, obviously?
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Massive Oasis fan.
Massive fan, yeah. He's just, But he loves guitar, so.
Yeah, oh, yeah, well, he will do whatever. You can see like the Fleetwood Mac album up there. Yeah, Avril Lavigne, yeah. What's the story, Classic albums.
Classics.
I know. You ever get to sing any?
Occasionally. I mean, I love a little bit of Supersonic.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I love playing that song.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Fantastic.
Just the guitar on that one as well. Well, the guitar on every single Oasis song.
So memorable.
They perfected it, didn't they?
Yeah, so memorable. Brilliant. So can you remember when the time was when you really wanted to do music? Was there a spark there that just something resonated in you? Yeah,
well, I think I never really remember the first time music like, oh, I want that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do music as a career. And I think as a kid, I was really creative.
Yeah.
So I always thought I wanted to do something in the arts of some sort. I wanted to be an artist, or I wanted to be an actress, you know. But when I was growing up, I always had this like little thing I did. It was like dun dun, and I was making little like melodies in my head.
Okay, yeah.
And like when my granddad Jeff passed away, I think that was really when the music started coming in, because he was in a band.
Yeah.
And he would go all over the place with his band, and he, you know, when I was younger, he would play guitar, and a lot of his guitars actually came to us when he passed away, and that's when I started picking them up. And obviously, Dad played guitar in the house when I was younger. Yeah. But the first time I really ever had that spark was with one of Grandad Jeff's guitars.
Oh wow!
And yeah, my mum and dad always say when he passed away, his little musical spark went into me. Yeah. And kind of inspired me. So.
How old was you then?
I can't remember. I think I was about 12.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I was about 13, I wrote my first song on ukulele.
Oh wow! Did you take lessons then, or?
When I first started, like, no. I mean, like, occasionally there was a music lesson in primary school, but like obviously I didn't take it seriously. Yeah. My parents never really forced me to go to music lessons or anything, but you couldn't force me really to do anything. It had to be my idea. It had to be my own decision. But like I did a lot of like things like horse riding and stuff like that, and gymnastics, but nothing ever really stuck as much as when I wrote my first song. I guess because it was on my own terms.
Yeah.
But yeah, that little ukulele song.
And did you have to play it at school, or?
No. I would never play it. I would have never played it at school. I would have been judged or scared to be been judged. But kids are, yeah, kids are mean sometimes.
Obviously from then you went to university.
College.
College.
Well, primary school, secondary school, and then college. And in college, I do performance and production.
Yeah.
So that made, as soon as I went into lockdown happened.
Yeah.
And then I left school in year 10 because it all just came too much. And so in lockdown, that's when I started kind of writing songs. And that's when I heard about the college.
Yeah.
And kind of the fact that they focus mainly on just performing and producing.
Yeah.
And working with bands and stuff. And I was like, that sounds interesting. And my parents like pushed us to go to open days and stuff like that. And just ended up there and knew nobody.
Yeah.
Just thrown into the deep end.
Yeah.
And a couple of times in the first week, I remember sitting at the end of a corridor with my head in my bag crying because I was like, and I called my parents and I was like, I still don't have any friends. I still don't update. I still don't have any friends.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, but obviously powering through that. I do well by being thrown into the deep end and having to learn how to swim. But yeah, I mean, like college has brought me out my shell quite a lot.
Yeah.
They working with other bands. I mean, there's some amazing musicians at college, and I didn't have that much of a. I had like a style of music that I liked, but it was quite narrow-minded. It was quite like a basic, like all the top hits mostly. And going to college, meeting like people who have so many different styles that they love. It really like widened my eyes and like, oh my gosh, like there's so many more artists that I actually really like out there that I wouldn't have discovered if I wasn't friends with these people or didn't like go into bands with them and had to be making decisions about what songs we were doing.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it was just, I think, working with other artists who were my age really made me realise, I want to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
So did you like collaborate with them at college as well?
Yeah, so we, in the first like, I think couple weeks when I joined, we straight away just got thrown into a band. And in 5 weeks we were supposed to perform in front of the main, in the main like theatre. Yeah. And anybody from college could go in and just watch us. Oh, wow. So it was like nearly 100 people in the room at a time, and it was going to be terrifying. And when I did it, I was like, I think I blacked out. I mean, most of the time I black out on stage. But like when I did it, I was so shocked that I actually did something like that. Yeah. And college giving me that opportunity was just amazing. And so, I mean, like working with other artists, it was difficult. And working with other like musicians, very difficult because, again, like they have different styles. Yeah, of course they do. And we had to choose 4 songs, and having like 6 people in a band. Yeah. You can't get everybody to choose one song because that's 6 songs. Yeah. So there was so much compromising and having to learn like social skills, not just working with other artists, but also like teamwork, rooting for each other on stage, wanting to actually push other people up instead of seeing them as like an opponent in a way. But I mean, we also did a songwriting class where we got put into groups and we had to write songs with each other. That was difficult because like I was working with people who, one of them is actually my bassist. Right. So she was like on board with most of my ideas because, you know, she kind of works with me a lot of the time. But it was hard to compromise because I think we all had a certain idea of how we wanted it to go. Okay. And obviously, specifically guitarists and stuff like that, they obviously have like their idea of how the instrumental wants to go. And being more of a lyricist, I'm kind of like, well, how do we navigate that so that the lyrics and the guitars are a focal point, you know? But having to work and collaborate with people, that was difficult, but it really developed me as an artist and who I am today. So I'm really grateful for being in the end of that corridor crying into my bag, having to get over that. I'm really grateful that I did get over that. But I'm really grateful that I was also put in that position, you know? Yeah. Because that really builds character building, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah, absolutely. So going back to when you was younger then, you might have just touched on it a bit then actually, what music was around the house?
Well, just Oasis a lot of the time. I mean, I always used to hear my dad. He learnt guitar, I think when he was like 20 or something, or like, I think he was in the army, he was learning guitar. And when he was just like, I think there's a picture of me as a baby, and he's playing guitar to me, and I'm slapping the strings, and I'm just like trying to make music with him, but like I can't. Obviously, I was a child, I didn't know, but he would always used to play like little Oasis licks on the guitar and stuff like that. And when I was younger, Mum always used to sing like me to sleep.
Right.
So she doesn't claim to be a singer, but she can hold a pitch, you know.
Yeah.
And so she would always used to come up with little little jingles to remind me to do certain stuff, like to tidy up, or I guess just like when I was falling asleep, she would just come up with little songs and rhymes. And so falling asleep to stuff like that, I just always around music. Yeah. Always around some sort of tune. Yeah. So that was probably what like evoked that little like melody in my head of that. My mum says it was like a little tick, because at one point I did it just before I went to sleep. Oh, really? And so she knew it wasn't like a conscious thing, it was a subconscious thing, and it was just like a diddle. I should put it in a song one day, obviously, because clearly my brain wanted it to be in a song. But yeah, I just always used to hear my mum singing and my dad playing guitar.
Oh, that's amazing.
They never used to do it together. They never used to sing guitar and play together.
They should have done, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Maybe they should have done. Yeah. She could have been in a band.
Well, I'm trying to teach my mum piano right now, but she really doesn't want to learn it.
You play piano as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just a little bit, not too much. I just know like basic stuff. But yeah, I mean, obviously, to be able to learn that obviously opens you up to more songwriting opportunities and being able to write from different perspectives and different genres in a way, because you can create so many different more rhythms and imagine like production. That's what I do when I like write songs.
Right. Okay.
When I'm ever playing guitar or playing piano, when I'm playing guitar, I see the song more as an upbeat or rock song. Okay. Yeah. And so I always envision production. I can always see what synth sound might create from that, or I can always hear the backing vocals. But like when I'm playing piano, I always imagine it as more of a sadder song. Yeah. Unless I'm doing dun 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 dun, you know. But I'm trying to teach my mum piano, but she's really on the fence about wanting to learn it.
So you can imagine all these rhythms in your head and the way a song should be sounding and things like that. Obviously, you're a solo act, but you must feel like a band around you will be amazing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
A full band.
I mean, like, if anyone's wanting to be in a band with me, I would 100% want them in my band. I mean, I've already got a bassist. She's amazing. Yeah. And she's playing on You're Not Batman and Happy in Your Hate from the EP. Yeah. But she's really good, and I think me and her working with like maybe a drummer and a guitarist. That would be really fun to have. But yeah, I just want a band. Yeah. If anybody out there wants to be in the Emma Jane band, I would love them to be in the Emma Jane band. But
so you just mentioned one of your songs then, You're Not Batman. What's it actually about?
Oh, it's about a guy who thought he was all that, and I was like, "You're not Batman, mate. You're not Batman. Like you're not a superhero. Don't get too big for your boots, you know." He was trying to ask me out on a date. Okay. And I was just like, I wasn't about it. I just wasn't attracted to him. His personality, I think we just came from different walks of life, and I don't think we worked. I think I've written multiple songs about that incidents, but you know, but You're Not Batman kind of, I really played on that saying, because I think at one point, I don't know whether it was me who said it. I was like, "You're not the big man," and then my mum said, "You're not Batman," or something like that. And I said, "Oh my God, that's a lyric."
That's brilliant.
And I ran upstairs and I was like, "Right, you're not Batman. You're not Batman."
That is so good.
And then I had the as soon as I heard that "You're Not Batman," I had the and then that melody kind of started. And I was like, "Oh, that's got it. And so then I wrote from around that. A lot of the time I get a melody and then it's just build the song around it. But yeah.
So you've got your mum to thank for that then,
yeah. Some of the lyrics I'm actually like, I'd be writing upstairs in my room, because that's where I write majority of the time. It's like a little cave. I've got green walls. And it's like I'm in the loft, so I've got stairs up to the loft and I'm just in a little cave. When I write a song, I always care so much about it, because that's your emotions. That's a lot of the songs that I write from my own perspective and what I felt in the moment. But I remember a song I've written called Low Battery. That's not released yet. Wow. Not yet. Just a little hint into the future. But on one of them things, I say a lyric that says a broken radio or a broken radio, and so I say it in some way. I can't really remember the lyric right now this second, but I just
when you're writing your songs, do you write them on the guitar or do you actually write them on the piano? Because you said you can play piano.
Majority of the time I write them on guitar because I have a guitar. I usually have that one right next to my bed. So whenever I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like,
really?
oh, that's a good melody. I'll either roll over and record it on my phone, or if I'm like awake enough and it's like 2 a.m. and I'll be like, I'll pick up the guitar and start strumming it. But I always have to record it. Yeah. Otherwise, I think majority of songwriters say that always got to record it, otherwise it'll be gone. Yeah, it will. Yeah. And I'm always like, I will remember that. No, I won't. Yeah. No, I won't. That's a song gone, you know? Yeah. And so I always try and pick up the guitar majority of the time. Yeah. But when I feel like it, when I have the piano, you know, when I actually want to go to the piano, I'll write a song on it. And usually piano songs, I would say, are actually better than my guitar songs. Really? But I gravitate towards a guitar because you can... I think with keys, you can create that beat that drums can do, but with a strumming pattern on guitar, it does create that rhythm that you can imagine, like, drums being on the song. Yeah. But I love writing on guitar mostly. So, yeah, that's one I usually gravitate towards, even though I'm not so good at it. I wouldn't claim to be a guitarist. Yeah, yeah. I use it more as a tool to write songs and accompany my voice, you know? Yeah. So what do you do? Do you take the songs to other people to have a bit of a... add their bits kind of thing? I know you're not in a band, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't usually, because I'm very, like, I find it hard to, like, when I'm talking to, like, people at college, like peers who are my age, I find it hard to express my emotions, and that's why I write songs. I write songs because they're really personal. I write songs to help me get through life and to help me understand why I'm feeling that way. Yeah. And so I always fear that if I bring it to somebody else, they'll judge it. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm always open to ideas. I make sure it's how I feel, and then I get feedback, and then if I agree with the feedback, I'll change it. Yeah, yeah. But also, like, there was a song that I recorded that I think I recorded for Instagram. It was, I Cry on My Birthday. I don't know if you've seen it or not. But it was just a little snippet of me playing guitar, and I actually changed the lyrics before I recorded that. So I wrote the lyrics, beforehand. They were the lyrics, and then I was like, actually, I don't think I align with these lyrics anymore, and I want to put out lyrics that I align with, and so I want to record something that I align with, and so I just rewrote them. Yeah. Rewrote a little bit of the first verse, and then recorded it. And I was like, yeah, that's actually how I feel. Oh, good. Because a lot of times when you're writing a song, you have to get the actual song down before you can really... A lot of the times I do try to make the lyrics perfect first time. Yeah. But sometimes you need to just get the lyrics down so you can get the phrasing in the right timing, and the syllables and the correct syllables, but you might not actually know the phrase you're going to say yet. You just have to have a phrase in there to fill in the space. But yeah, a lot of the times I do go in and edit the songs before I actually record them or put them out there. Yeah. So do you like playing live? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as... I mean, like, I don't like playing live when I'm not there specifically. People are specifically there to hear music. Yeah, of course. Because sometimes you feel a bit, like, pushed in the corner. Yeah. And, like, when I'm, like, say, busking, I don't, like, busk it, like, busk. Yeah. More like markets outside and stuff over summer. It's hard when people walk past you because it just feels like rejection after rejection after rejection. Okay, yeah. But when, like, I'm sat in, like, a bar or a pub and people are actually looking at me and connecting with me and understanding the lyrics, that's when live music feels really magical. Yeah. Because you all feel like you're in a room, all connecting, all understanding each other. Yeah. And all, like, relating to the same thing. Of course. And you've brought the topic to the table and everybody's like, yeah, I get that. And then they talk to you about it and they're like, I feel like that way, but I also feel like this way. And then that sometimes gives me, oh, I could write a song about how that person feels, you know? I love live stuff, though, because I always love to connect with the people and see how they relate to the song. Yeah. Because it also makes me feel not alone. Yeah, of course. Obviously, people listen to music so they can feel like the emotion they're feeling, they're not alone in it. Yeah. It's like you listen to, like, angsty stuff because maybe a guy has cheated on you,
Yeah.
and you're Olivia Rodrigo straight
Yeah.
away. You're screaming her songs into the sky, you know. And so, but Olivia probably writes them songs because she's hoping somewhere out there someone else will relate to her.
Yeah,
She don't want to be alone. Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
I always write songs, one, for other people to relate and not feel alone, but also for me to hear people relate, so I don't feel alone.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're going into the studio, I think it's next week, you said, didn't you? Yeah. Have you got some songs all lined up to...
I'm going to keep it a little bit under wraps.
A little secret.
But I do have a project coming up. I'm working on that. I've got, that's a bit of a project going on right now. But it's bigger than the EP, let's just say that.
So have you played any of these songs live? Or?
Yeah.
Have you?
So the one single is I Swear. That's working on, and that's definitely a single that's going to be released. And I think majority of people know that. Majority of people on the Instagram that I recorded, the Instagram video, some people in the comments have said, "When's this on Spotify? When can I hear this?"
Oh,
and I'm just like, well, that has to be a single, doesn't it? That just has to be released on its own, because clearly that's going to do well.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I just, I've got, I think the other one, Low Battery, that again, as I mentioned earlier, that's one song that I really love.
Nice.
And that's going to be released soon, I think.
The original song's that is it Heartbreak, is it?
Heartbreak Symptoms.
Yeah, Heartbreak Symptoms. I love your voice anyway, but especially in that.
Yeah,
it's just...
I really tried to make sure that I got that, because it's in a higher key, so I do capo 4 on the guitar for that one, so it's a bit higher. Yeah. And I'm not a soprano. Yeah. So I'm a mezzo soprano, so I sing a bit lower than that. Yeah. So I've always got to make sure that I'm comfortable when singing that song live. Yeah. Always got to make sure that I'm warmed up and ready to sing that high. And sometimes I'm like, I hope I get this note. I hope I get this note. I hope I hit it. But I really love that song. I mean, I could tell you a backstory about how that was written if you want. Basically, I was on the York College bus, and I was listening to a podcast, and I think it was Holly Humberston actually, on the Zach Sang show. Right. You might have heard of it. And she was talking about how she had symptoms of heartbreak, and I was like, oh, that would be a good song title, a heartbreak symptoms, or symptoms of heartbreak. And then I was like, oh, like, how could I write a song about that? And straight away I was looking out the window, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to Google symptoms of heartbreak, because I've never been heartbroken before. So when I wrote that song, I'd never been broken up with, or like felt full heartbreak, and so I literally Googled symptoms of what the physical effects are of a heartbreaking. And so in the song I say like can't breathe and stuff like that, and I'm finding it hard to breathe, and it's like that's an actual symptom that I Googled about like heartbreak and stuff like that. And obviously I've actually felt heartbreak from past back then. I didn't feel heartbreak, but I've obviously felt heartbreak since then. But I think I accurately described heartbreak without. But when I got home, when I got to college, because it was on the way there, I wrote that. When I got to college, I forgot about the song. Yeah. And then came back, was on the bus on the way back, literally wrote the rest of the song, did not have a melody, did not have chords, just had the phrasing, the verse, the choruses, all the lyrics. Yeah. Came home, ran through the front door, grabbed the guitar. I was like, oh, let's just throw a capo 4 on, should we? And then I was like, oh, I'll just play a couple chords. Really? And I got the kind of chords together, and then the melody came up straight away, and the song just appeared. And there's certain songs you have to like work for. Sometimes you have to sit down and actually go, you know, I'm gonna write this song because I know I've been feeling these emotions. I'm gonna write this song. But that song just came to me like that, and it was so just quick. Yeah. Don't know how it happens sometimes. I think sometimes you just have to be open to the song coming to you. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah. I swear, you've been talking about that, haven't you? I swear, it's like I swear as in like I promise, but also I swear as in like I say swear words. And it's kind of, I mean, like having to be duplicitous and having to talk to people in like your parents and say, I promise I don't smoke, and then cigarette smoke is in the air. I didn't smoke anything, I swear. You know, but also I swear, as in like I say swear words to fit in the crowd of people who smoke sometimes, you know. I felt that a lot in primary school and secondary school, not so much anymore, because I do feel like I actually fit in, like I feel like I know who I am now.
Good.
But when I was younger, I always used to struggle with trying to make sure my parents know I'm being a good kid. But also trying to make sure that my friends think I'm cool enough. Maybe then they're not your friends though. If you have to try and act to be cool, then you're not your friends.
No, you should just be able to be yourself, obviously.
Exactly.
You know, I think your song, is it Fight or Flight?
Yeah.
The World's End?
Yeah, I love that song. Well, I wrote that again on the college bus. It was like dead early in the morning, literally no cars about on the road, and we were driving. Actually, we were driving out of Knaresborough. So World's End, you know. We were driving out of like Knaresborough, and I was seeing these like, you know, the phone lines. Like with the loads of
pylons.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I was seeing them and I was imagining them being like overgrown, imagine like an apocalypse and nobody was around, and imagine like Mother Nature would just overgrow all over them, wouldn't she, I guess? And I was imagining like 4 people, 1 bag seat, abandoned city, empty street, overgrown trees, landmines going 80 plus, past all the road signs, and trees reach out for me in the night. It's like I was imagining all that while I was on the bus. And in the bridge, I actually say, for sale, to let, road closed for cigarettes. I was actually seeing signs on the road while I was in the bus. So I was like for sale, to let. I saw them on like houses. Road closed, I saw a sign. And then for cigarette, you know, on top of a bin, you see the for cigarette thing, and you have to put the cigarette out for cigarette. And then I saw seatbelt sign. I saw a seatbelt sign on the bus. Engine on E. Being low battery, engine on E. So like just little things. It wasn't even like, it didn't have to be a sentence strung together in that song. I almost, because it was a fight or flight song, it literally is called Fight or Flight. You're seeing all these things, you're not processing them, you're just seeing them fly by when you're in a car, don't you?
You do,
So it's almost like you're in fight or flight.
That's amazing.
And I love that song because the fact that I did feel that way. I feel like you're always in fight or flight. You always feel like you're trying to fit in, you always feel like you're fighting one battle or fleeing another.
Of course you are, I understand. I'm going to ask you, tell me about your songwriting process.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you pretty much described a lot of it.
But I mean, I think some of them start from just literally life drama, stuff that's going on in my life, and I'm just like, God, I need to write a song about that. I mean, like Batman, that guy wanting to date me, and I was like, you know, Batman. I was like, that's a bit of life drama, you know, write that into a song. But yeah, I sometimes I get inspiration from books. And movies as well. My song Hat, Scarf, Gloves, that was written for college, for a college class, but actually I based it off the book I read. I can't remember what it's called. I know the front cover is, it's 2 like lollipops that are in a love heart, and they're like, one's broken. I can't remember what it's called, but somebody out there will know what book I'm on about. And it's like 2 childhood friends, and then one of them passes away. And like the meaning of Hat, Scarf, Gloves, the song, the actual punchline of the song, like the chorus, when it goes like, says the final lyric of the chorus, usually that's what people name the song. But I wanted Hat, Scarf, Gloves because it was just a random lyric in it, and it kind of means like you're armouring up for the winter, you know. This lyric sings, dressing up warm for the winter, hat, scarf, gloves. And it's like you're putting that armour on to be protected from the cold, but also in a sense, when you're younger, you do kind of put the armour on to kind of put up a front to look cooler, or to maybe, you know, fit in, or to not get as hurt.
Of course,
You know, and so I write songs a lot about books. I love reading books, everything, books. I've got so many books, but also movies as well. But it's just that it's creative. And I just love writing songs from any source, any little inspiration I can get. I'll write a song about it.
So did you learn most of your songwriting in college? Because it comes pretty natural, but by the sounds of things.
I mean, like, I found it actually more difficult in the songwriting class. I found it difficult that I had like a restriction.
I could see,
and also like I'd been writing since I was 13. I've been writing since I was 13. A lot of the guys found it quite hard to connect to their emotions. Some of the guys were like, so they seemed so nonchalant, and then they came up with the most soppiest songs ever, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was in you. But like, it was more. I found it more difficult to be in a classroom having to gain them emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, in my songwriting class, I cried multiple times. I mean, like, our teacher showed us multiple songs.
Yeah.
But just having to sit in a classroom and be vulnerable and write a song like that, which songs I think are very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Or at least the songs I write. I found it really difficult.
So did the teach more about how to structure a song?
I mean, like, again, there were certain things where I was like, I kept saying, you can't teach songwriting.
Exactly,
like, you can teach it to an extent.
Yeah.
You can teach people how to express their emotions. It's almost like therapy in a way.
Yeah.
But, like, and you can teach people how to write chord progressions and write melodies and put them together.
Yeah.
But where is the actual heart and soul in it if it doesn't come, like, the song doesn't creep up on you?
Yeah.
Like, if you're sitting down to write a song because you're trying to learn songwriting, I respect it.
Yeah.
100%. Because at one point I was in that position.
Yeah.
But, like, if you can't just let it flow naturally,
Yeah.
I'm always just like, where's the soul? Where's the heart?
Yeah,
in it? Which is what music is.
It appears like you can. It just comes out, yeah. It just, a song comes from anywhere, like you've just said, so you can't teach that.
Well, yeah.
You know.
I mean, being able to capture the song that you have in your imagination is also difficult. I mean, I struggled with that very, very much at the start when I was writing songs. I struggled to not make it cheesy. Yeah. And struggled to capture the actual deep, real emotion that I was feeling.
Yeah.
But obviously that just developed with me just writing more songs. Yeah. I think Ed Sheeran said the dirty tap water. You've got to just run the tap until it runs clean. Ah, right. And then you get the dirty tap water out, and then you're actually writing a good song. Sometimes you have to go through the bad songs to get the good one. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I sometimes I just think, sometimes it comes more naturally to others. Yeah. But not to say that I'm that person who it comes naturally to. I definitely had struggles where I'm like, oh, this is such a crap song. Yeah. So where can you see yourself for the next couple of years then with your music? In a band. Yeah. Definitely in a band. Ideally. Ideally in a band. A band, possibly like Emma Jane and or whatever, or like, you know, Florence and the Machine. Yeah. Kind of thing. I love that. I always get people saying I look like her, but I think it's just the hair. Yeah. I also get, I look like Hayley Williams. Yeah, I think that's just the hair as well, and she had orange hair. But I think people just comment, oh, you're ginger, you look like this person. Yeah. Who's ginger? Yeah. You look like Ed Sheeran. Yeah. It's like, oh, thanks. Do I? Like Ed Sheeran. No, but yeah, I think I always feel like I want a band. I always feel like I could do more stuff with a band. I feel like I could do more gigs with a band. Yeah. But also I feel like I could be like, there's way more creative. Yeah. Like, obviously. Options. Yeah. You know, like when you have a guitarist who says, "Hey, I have this guitar like lick that I'll add into a song." Like I call it a noodle. Yeah. Like a little guitar noodle. Yeah. Like a ding ding ding. I'm like, ooh, that could go in a song. But yeah, I mean, so I always imagine a band. If you was in a band then, do you think that changed your music that you write now though? And the style of music that you write now? I think if I were to have a band, I think I'd love to write and then bring it to them. Yeah. I think that's one thing that is difficult at the moment with college, is that I want musicians from college to want to jump on board and play songs that I write. But obviously everyone's on their own path, and not everyone wants to be a session musician. Yeah. Not everybody wants to play songs that another person has written, but obviously they want a bit of contribution to it. Yeah, of course, yeah. But like my bassist, I write the song, and I don't really know much about bass. Yeah. But like, I respect bass. I mean, I think bass is the most important instrument in a song. But she writes majority of the bass lines, and then she'll bring it to me and she'll be like, what do you think of this? And I'll be like, could you add that there? And she'll be like, oh yeah, I could try that. And obviously she's excellent, so she can literally do it straight away. Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, perfect, that, like that. A lot of the time she brings me stuff and I'm just like, no edits, perfect, beautiful. But I think I would love to work with a band, but I wouldn't want it to like change me. I'd love to take advice and stuff like that, but I wouldn't want it to completely change my sound.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I love how I create now.
Yeah.
But I'm always open to working with, you know, a band and changing.
Yeah.
Because we should always be open to changing
Obviously,
as people
yeah,
in general.
of course.
But yeah, I think I would be open to working with a band and developing my sound. I would say not changing, but developing maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you're going into the studio next week. What else have you got coming up this year?
I'm doing Dish Fest. In Dishforth, and my bassist is going to be there with me this year, not like last year. I was on my own. I've got the Longest Day Festival, I think it's called. I'm doing that as well. I've just got a couple festivals lined up, and they're going to be all on my Instagram promoting. But yeah. I'm looking forward to them as well. I'm looking forward to summer. Yeah. Looking forward to wearing a top. Yeah. And not just long sleeves and a jumper and then a jacket and then a massive coat on top.
And trying to
scarf. Yeah, and then trying to play. Yeah. I remember doing my first Little Birds Market at Harewood House. Okay. The first one I did, it was pouring rain. Oh. We were in basically a field of mud. Oh. And we literally had this like canopy, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Like a gazebo. Yeah, a gazebo. Perfect. That's the word. And we had that over us, but I had to take my jacket off because I couldn't. I had to take my massive wolf skin coat off and to play, because otherwise the sleeve would like smash the strings. Oh. And I was like, and I had like, you know, hand warmers. I had them, the shakeable ones. I had them in my pockets. And in between every song, I'd put my hands in my pockets and warm my fingers back up. And my calluses were horrible on my fingers. My fingers were just falling off and going numb. But
so, are you up for playing us a song?
If you want me to.
Absolutely love to hear your voice. I'd love to hear you play.
Do you want me to play?
You play whatever you want.
I've prepared, I swear.
You can play whatever you want. It's absolutely fine by me.
Okay. So, this is I Swear. Feel like cutting my own hair and buying the clothes that everyone else wears. Maybe just to fit into the crowd a little bit. Yes, I compare all the things I don't have to others, wishing for a body made for summers, getting jealous of the other lovers. They told me it was weird to hear me swear, so I became a potty mouth. Cigarette smoke is in the air, but I didn't smoke anything. I swear I try to act fine, but I'm so insecure on the inside, going crazy pulling at my neck, where inside of my mind isn't a warfare. I swear, oh I swear, I swear, just as long as they care. The monsters that are under my bed and the ones who chase me up the stairs when I turn out the lights on strangers in the darkness, but instead they are you, looking so pretty like you do, making me look in the mirror and wish my face was you. So kind I could almost cry, but if I did you'd wipe a tear from my eye. It's horrible, I can't hate you 'cause you're so nice. They told me it was weird to hear me swear, so I became a potty mouth. Cigarette smoke is in the air, but I didn't smoke anything. I swear I try to act fine, but I'm so insecure on the inside, going crazy pulling at my neck, where inside of my mind isn't a warfare. I swear, oh I swear, I swear that my words are rare. This excessive makeup is burning my eyes, my pillowcase is overflowing with all my cries. It feels like everyone's got all the things the social scene likes, but it feels like I'm just walking on spikes. Everyone is making the right strikes. It feels like I'm a I swear. Oh, I swear. I swear. They told me it was weird to hear me swear, so I became a potty mouth. Cigarette smoke is in the air, but I didn't smoke anything. I swear. I try to act fine, but I'm so insecure on the inside, going crazy, pulling at my neck, where inside of my mind isn't no affair. I swear. Oh, I swear. I swear. Didn't smoke anything. I swear I'm worse for wear, but I promise I don't swear. I swear.
That was amazing, Emma, honestly. Seriously.
You think? Oh, that was not so perfect. I messed up a few times, yeah. I think there's just a lot of genres mixing in there.
Yeah.
I can't really pinpoint one, to be fair. I mean, like, as I was saying about Olivia Dean from the start, like, she just mixes so many genres and it just works. Yeah. It just works. And I didn't really think of a genre when I first started writing. I didn't think, oh, I want this genre to be my style.
That kind of sound, yeah.
I just kind of wrote, and whatever came out. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Did you have singing lessons?
When I was younger, I did, but I never really went to singing lessons specifically because I was like, oh, I'm so bad, like I want to get better at singing, like, but more, I want to push myself. I want to sing the songs that maybe I struggle to sing right now, and I want to expand my range, my vocal range. And I remember going to, is it the Music Bank or whatever it's called, in Knaresborough. Okay. And my teacher was actually called Sol, and he plays in a band with Marnie Glum. And I remember he had me singing Whitney Houston, and I was like, and I think I had multiple meltdowns where I was like, I can't do it. Yeah. And the key change on that song, it was like the "Don't Make Me Close One More Door." Yeah. Oh, that was a difficult song.
That's a high song as well, isn't it? Yeah.
I just remember like Nelly crying, Nelly in tears.
Did you get through it?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I was so determined to get through it, but was it difficult? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because it just sounds more natural, your voice. It's not like you've had singing lessons kind of thing, you know?
Well, I mean, like, a couple people at college, they've been like professionally trained. Yeah. But like, I think I've had that maybe a disadvantage of the fact that I don't know what note I'm singing. I could not tell you what note I was singing. Could I sing it in perfect pitch though? Yes. Yeah. So like, it's like, do you actually need to know the classical trained stuff? Yeah. Or sometimes, like Noel Gallagher says, if it sounds good, sounds good. Yeah. You know? It does, yeah. In his words, if it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't need to know what chord I'm playing. Yeah, exactly. Or what note I'm singing. Yeah. If it sounds good, it's good advice. I'm going to put it on the the recording.
Absolutely good advice is that, yeah.
Sometimes you don't need to be reading off of sheet music to be able to, know what you're actually supposed to be playing.
I agree
to be able to play some good music.
Yeah, I agree with you. Emma, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting.
Thank you.
It's been amazing listening to you sing, especially.
No, don't say that.
And good luck in the studio next week.
Oh yeah.
And good luck with your single, whenever EP, when it's coming out.
Whenever it's coming out.
Because you won't say anything.
Yeah. I'm too under wraps with that. Yeah. I'm wearing green for a reason.
Ah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Little hints everywhere. Yeah. Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Emma.
Well, thank
you. It's been brilliant. Thank you.